Alright, checking out Tether USD. I never thought I would be checking out the chart of a stablecoin, but here we are, 2022. We've got stablecoins dropping left, right, and center. As you can see, USDT, USD Tether has dropped to 95 cent this morning. And it's currently trying to come back up to its highs at 98 cent. Now, I've actually seen this before on a much larger magnitude on Tether, and it really reminds me of when the start of the 2017 bear market came about. But first of all, let's just jump into a few others because, you know, I'm sure all of you know by now, Terra UST has absolutely capitulated, and I mean, it went down to 29 cent. And as you can see, we had a dead cat bounce, and we're now once again capitulating. I mean, only in 2022 are we going to be doing TA and looking at the charts for these altcoins. I've been having people commenting saying, you know, I've been making leverage trades, or I've been buying stable coins to have them try and return to their all-time highs. It's very, very comical what's happening. But, you know, like I said, Tether dropping to 95 cent is really not good. I believe this will bring about a ton of fear into the market. If we come over to when it actually dropped, this was at 8:30 a.m. in my time. When was this? You can see we had a big selling volume coming in. I can't like 100% attribute it to just Tether, because, you know, looking at this objectively, we have been having these big capitulation wicks before the Tether news even came about. But I do not think it's a good sign for the crypto markets. Normally, when these stable coins start dropping, a lot of people will get scared and capitulate out. Like I said, UST, this was the most recent one to drop, and before this, you know, we were looking at waves, the stablecoin for waves, USDN or USD Neutrino. And if we come over to the monthly time frame, I mean, this capitulated all the way down to 74 cent. I seem to remember it dropping a lot lower than this. Yes, 68 cent months before that. And as you can see, I mean, this USDN is really a joke of a stable coin. And unfortunately, it seems like Terra USD also seems to be a joke of a stablecoin, completely failed algorithmic stablecoin. But I have seen this happen before, and if we go over to the all-time chart on Tether, what we can actually see is coming into the bear market, or before the bear market hit, you can see 92 cent. For USDT. So we have seen this before. It did actually manage to swing, you know, quite high up as well after it did capitulate. But I would just like to highlight for USDT, this has been, you know, war tested for a prolonged amount of time at this moment. I would not necessarily think it's a good idea to have your money in Tether or any stablecoin for that instance. I think if I had to have a stable coin to pick from, I'd probably use USDC, which is Coinbase's stable coin. But even so, I think throughout this bear market, it's going to be very, very different to what we've seen before. A lot of people are exiting these stable coins, and I think, you know, people are getting shaken out. And I think as these stable coins potentially capitulate, obviously, you know, the market cap can come down without, you know, the price coming down. But, you know, we're clearly seeing something here. All of these stable coins are losing their pegs, and I talked about this in my video yesterday with UST, how I believe that, you know, Terra's really opened a can of worms for regulation. And Tether, this has a huge market cap, 81 billion. If this stablecoin capitulates, then I'm very, very certain that at some point soon that we would see, you know, intervention with the SEC on some of these stablecoins, because, you know, people can't be parking billions and billions of dollars into stablecoins that capitulate to, you know, 40 cent and 30 cent. So I do think this is worrying. This is really just a warning sign video if you are in any stablecoins. I've always said I'm not the biggest fan of stablecoins because of what we're seeing right now. I mean, I would definitely have my money in fiat or Bitcoin while we are in these mass capitulation events. Wish you all the best. Just wanted to give you a quick update on USDT, and also show you, you know, the warning signs are there. A lot of these stable coins are completely capitulating from their $1 levels, which is obscene that we're looking at charts of stable coins and, you know, talking about them capitulating below $1, but this is 2022. We are seeing very, very different market environment from what we've previously seen in different bear markets. Very interesting stuff. Best of luck as always. Cowboy out. Peace.